Hello kids, good morning to you all. Welcome back to the online class of Value Education. I am your Value Education teacher Arpita Nemani. Children, today we will be doing chapter number 8 of your Value Education textbook, page number 33, A Spectacular Bridge. What is the name? A Spectacular Bridge. So let's get started. In 1883, a creative engineer named John Roebling was inspired by an idea to build a spectacular bridge connecting New York with Long Island. In the year 1883, there was an engineer named John Roebling. He wanted to make a bridge connecting New York with Long Island. However, bridge building experts throughout the world thought this was impossible to accomplish and told Roebling to forget the idea. Means no one was convinced with his idea of building a bridge. Roebling could not ignore the vision he had in his mind of this bridge. He thought about it all the time and he knew deep in his heart that it could be done. He just had to share the dream with someone else. Roebling was totally convinced with his idea and he wanted to build the bridge in any case. He managed to convince his son Washington Roebling, an upcoming engineer, that the bridge in fact could be built. So, at last, he managed to convince his own son, Washington Roebling. Working together for the first time, the father and the son developed concepts of how it could be accomplished and how the obstacles could be overcome. Means they now started planning how they can build a bridge. With great excitement and inspiration, they hired their crew and began to build their dream bridge. Both of them worked hard. They hired their people and started to build a bridge. The project started well, but within only a few months, a tragic accident on the site took the life of John Roebling. Means there took an accident on the site and John Roebling was killed in that accident. Washington Roebling, his son, was also injured and left with a certain amount of brain damage. Okay? Which resulted in him not being able to walk or talk. That's it. The critics were only waiting for such a thing to happen. They all started. Means all the people were also from starting from day one were disagreed to their project and this gave them a chance. They all started that it was a bad idea from day one. Crazy man and the crazy dreams. It's foolish to chase wild visions. The people said they both were crazy man and their dreams were also crazy. Everyone had a negative comment to make and felt that the project should be scrapped. They all felt that the project should be stopped. In spite of his handicap, Washington was never discouraged. Means as we know that Washington was not able to walk or talk, but he was never discouraged. He still had a burning desire to complete the bridge and his mind was still as sharp as ever. He tried to inspire and pass on his enthusiasm to some of his friends, but they were too daunted by the task. Washington also tried to convince many of his friends, but they never supported him. This happens to most of us. We must understand that success always has many fathers while failure is an orphan. Means we should always understand that whenever we are succeeding in anything, everyone will come to us. But whenever we fail at any task, no one will support us. In such situation, you must remember that there are always two hands ready to help you, and those are your own hands. Right, kids? Our own two hands are always ready to help us. As Washington lay on his bed in his hospital room with the sunlight streaming through the windows, an idea hit him. He had an idea. All he could do was move one finger, and he decided to make the best use of it. Means he was able to move only one of his finger, but he still wanted to do his work. He slowly developed a code of communication with his wife, Emily Warren Roebling. Means he, by using that finger and a code language, tried to explain whatever he wanted to say to his wife, Emily Roebling. He touched her arm with that finger and indicated that he wanted her to call the engineers again. Means Washington asked his wife to call the engineers again. It seemed foolish, but the project was underway again. Means the project started again. For 13 years, Washington gave instructions with his finger until the bridge was finally completed. Imagine, children, for 13 years, Washington just gave a code from his finger, instructions from his finger to the engineers, and finally the bridge was built. The Brooklyn Bridge was opened for use on May 24, 1883. The names of John Roebling, Washington Roebling, and Emily Warren Roebling are inscribed on the structure as its builders. Means all of their names are written on the bridge. Today, the spectacular Brooklyn Bridge stands in all its glory as a tribute to the triumph of one man's indomitable spirit and his determination not to be defeated by circumstances. So children, what does this story explains us? That we should never feel sad or discouraged if something wrong happened with us. We should always be determined, and we should always think positive that we will definitely succeed. So what is the moral of the story? The moral is we should never lose hope in any circumstances. We may face obstacles, means we may face hurdles in our day-to-day life, but we should never give up hope. Dreams that seem impossible can be realized with determination and courage. Means whenever we are determined and encouraged, we will always fulfill our dreams. Thank you.